quick. I'll be right back. No, let's start. Stiff and sore. All right. So, whence we left off in the land of metaphor? Nah, probably not. Bit too long, unfortunately. Once we left off, we had made it back to the ancient Elden Sanctum to try and see if the prince was still alive.
Huh? This looks like
a headache.
Who are you?
Are you all right?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
This is where we met
Something
Gallica.
About this place. Yes. The flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Yeah, Gallica.
Oh, sorry.
What the hell?
I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
So here you are at last.
Ew, get out of here, Zorba. I'm gonna smash that dude's
Why?
face in so hard. Wow, this place looks beat.
How odd.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge.
Luis
Oops.
claimed that the Elden people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true,
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
Interesting.
It is a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcis?
Yes, over there.
What?
he draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt
Oh,
he even
dear.
had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. Now,
He's dead.
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes,
Then we move.
I don't like this.
What now?
Russell?
Oh,
You're
Russell. Oh my god.
My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You are
You
adorable.
were His Highness's tutor.
I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words.
I swear to God,
It
if anything
happened
happens to
before we
this
could
man.
fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse is lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
Oh, that
The
sucks.
stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Well, we're gonna have to
Who
kill
was responsible
Zorba.
for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis, from the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy, twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming. Aren't you, love?
I must go to him.
You're right.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you? 'Tis just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. What?
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As
Damn, this is rough.
as his knight, I must.
And just leave?
Why?
Really? I can just leave? Ain't no
Hang
way.
on a second.
I figured as much.
All right then.
Yeah, what you got, High Spirits? I figured as much. I noticed that the save, that I was able to save there.
Have I waited?
Hey, you.
Beg pardon?
You must hurry.
Is it just like a rough fight, or like a lot to sit through?
All was for this day. There is still time.
Ah, okay.
Sure. What?
Wow, they're bullying Gallica right now? Hmm.
Now what am I to do?
Why is there a merchant right here? I don't like that. I don't like that.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Unfortunately, I do not have the money for that. Listen, I gotta try and sell off pretty much everything at this point.
Now then.
I think it might be on sale currently.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Good.
I honestly think that's like about the best I can do. I'm not liking this because I am leaving a lot on the table. Oh, we can just go here? Okay.
Oh, it's you! And yet...
I'm very confused by the fairies.
This way.
All right, Russell. Yeah, the prince kind of a cutie, though. It's a shame he's dead.
Your Highness.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over
Yeah,
this
we didn't
child.
see it happen on screen.
Gallica,
What's up with this lady?
you've returned.
Milady Gruade. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No, it all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until a rightful day comes. Even if the boy is but a
You know what would
bastard
fix this? The
sired by
emigre
that
document.
Despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe.
I bet she was
She
cute.
was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames, and it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps...
Young man.
No, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruade? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty
Young
stands
man.
with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew.
Oh shit, is this where we meet Igor?
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not
Damn,
yet
Igor,
ended.
where that nose at?
This voice.
It all started on that ill-fated day
Young
when the usurper
Heisenberg.
thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course. Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's
Hulkenberg,
king.
Heisenberg, whatever.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike.
Go to
Thus,
bed, Flo.
thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince,
He is no longer with us.
thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
What? No.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it.
Oh, hell yeah, I earned
Thou
the truth.
hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his
What do you
soul
mean, give
remained
up?
alive.
No.
So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his
Why do you want me to
still
give
sands
up?
began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask
No,
thee,
it's not. Fuck
who
that guy.
art thou?
I'm just a traveler.
Could a mere traveler have borne witness to so many happenings beyond mortal understanding? To name but a few.
Is that like the bad ending?
Thy
The game's just
parents,
like, all right, good job, you
memories
lost,
of thy
whatever,
youth?
bye.
Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
Am I his soul vessel? Am I a replicant?
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou
Damn.
hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past.
So I'm just the prince's imaginary
All signs of thy
friend.
conjured
Wow.
existence.
I have nothing.
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart.
That's
The
wild. 60
memories
hours
gained
in or
on
so,
thy
you can just
journey.
like, yeah, I'm
The
done.
friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Do you mean...
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who?
I am... the prince.
I'm the prince.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how?
I can.
Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits
What's
us
going
now?
on? You're about to see some peak male homoeroticism.
Hark, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world.
So I'm just a puppet.
In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self.
Yo,
Thou
why'd
art
the prince
everything
make
the
us so
prince
damn
sought to
cute,
be,
though?
his ideal.
It's kind of sus.
It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic.
Listen,
Magna
sometimes I'm
coalesced into
just
flesh,
some text on a
and
page.
flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was. The time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Oh no, he's cuter.
What?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice.
We took
I'm
out that
sure
one
I've
colored
heard it
contacts
before.
and people
Thy
lose their
mind
mind.
should now be clearing. He was never a member of the resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes,
Damn.
you cannot fail.
No. But I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day. when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him.
I have
He has
questions, but
now
I'm sure they're
been
going to be
saved.
answered.
And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How? I mean, how do you feel?
Half dead.
I feel a bit lighter.
There seems
Oh,
to
and I
be
have an
no
accent
doubt.
now.
He is still himself, but I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is,
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and his highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Heisme is like, what?
That's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself.
Okay.
A part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracadios.
a mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was
okay, that makes
composed of
sense.
pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg
mean,
of the Royal Guard.
But now what do we do? Our popularity is dog shit.
I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Damn, a good twist. Did not expect this one.
Really? His Royal Highness the Prince? Please, please forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your Royal Guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
It never bothered me.
That's right, Hulkenberg. We've been through so much together. What could we be but
The
allies?
accent's gonna throw me
This
for the
time,
next couple of like
I will
playthroughs.
protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
You can just keep, calling me Captain.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
Ah, this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is. I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
Y'all better hurry it up.
It's beyond.
It's almost my day of cranking.
Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such
I get to
extraordinary
crank it in the runner
circumstances.
tomorrow.
After
First time the
so
prince has
long
been
in
able
the
to
curse's
crank it
thrall,
in years.
He could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been
The
on
way
his
they have
own journey.
Heisenberg,
It
or
was
I'm
the
sorry,
boy's dearest
Heismay stuck
wish.
behind her portrait. It looked
He
like she
spoke
had
the
little
fantasy
ears.
of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths, and without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition.
You know, we're
And
talking
now,
about this, but
reunited,
can anyone else
Prince
end up
and
doing
fantasy
that?
live anew.
Is like
A
this something
journey
we're
to
going to have to
discover
worry
and
about?
reclaim the self in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
What's this all of a sudden?
If you can't remember anything
no
from
accent
before our
now?
journey, then we probably met after you'd only just happened, right? I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to?
It's my mom!
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of someone.
I just want to know where our accent went. We had an accent, now it's gone.
As well. Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. You have come to the end of your arduous journey.
Oh, I used it all up for today.
It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
I'm gonna grasp something with two hands on the 25th.
Chief
Gotta get my
Gruaday,
luck up.
We want to know
Hey!
everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something
I didn't mind it. It
altogether
was pretty
different.
cute.
I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history.
Man, this is a lot of story going on here.
Does this depict the Elder Tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only.
Hey, best
the
of luck
old
tomorrow,
ones.
Fantar.
It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited
Yeah, I'm
the
definitely
village
interested.
in the distant past.
Definitely,
As our
definitely
original
interested.
name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The
Yeah,
human
you too, my
tribe.
guy.
So Luis's words.
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all
Listen,
one
I've
people.
enjoyed the
Humankind.
shit out of this game flow.
A world united. But wait, the ruins on Virga Island, there's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
Oh, this
A
is
war.
it has been absurdly good.
One that all but destroyed the
Like at
world
this point, it's
past.
starting to give Infinite Wealth
But
a
its
run for its
destruction was
money.
born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They
Power.
were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of
Is
prosperity
that why
came
we had
be
to run
called
through
the
Etrian
World
Odyssey?
Before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the
Right.
choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is,
Okay, but what advantage
That
does
world's
silly
already
little
fallen
horns
apart.
give them?
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We,
Handlebars.
the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
What has gotten into you? What are you doing? You used to be subtle. You don't even care anymore. You don't even care anymore, do you?
It is nothing short of astounding.
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was
Okay, so
beyond
like, how do we
all
explain
control.
this and kill Luis then?
Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out.
Same,
Even we do not
TBH.
know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monster. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniter.
Correct.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety
Jesus,
in their
that was a
names.
football game. Good lord.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away.
That was
It
an
begins with a
embarrassment.
simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
And besides,
Right? Isn't he cute as hell? My favorite part of football is just watching Rivers have a fucking stroke.
let's do it. Let's fight.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Well, considering Lions aren't as good as they think they are, the Eagles just got banged the hell up. Probably theirs for the taking again, unless the Bills finally stop choking to death.
I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here.
Well, we're past the worst of it.
Okay,
the
but like,
problem remains.
where did the accent go?
Luis's dark magic.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. This man named Luis.
Luis has been here?
What do you wish to know?
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider
Yeah,
world,
right? I'm like waiting for it to come back.
more sure that his knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius.
Isn't that what his ship is named?
A family of doctors, I believe. The details are long since lost to the fire.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible,
You know why there's no sheep in this world? Too many Welsh.
We're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to
Yeah,
know?
this is a great game so far, Brighton. Like, I've had nothing but positives.
The essence of magic is
Actually, the only
control of
complaint is the
Magla.
overworld combat can be a little
However,
wonky.
just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a fret. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus
A little.
the power of
You have to
magic
remember,
is
my
born.
experience with
Pardon me?
jank
You mean to say anxiety is the
games
source of all
comparatively.
magic?
Magla is a substance born.
Yeah,
of the heart,
you know what? I
generated when one feels
enjoyed
anxiety or
the Silent
fear.
Hill 2 remake.
By
I'm not
certain
someone
means,
that
it may be
stamps up and
kindled
down
into
on it. It has
power.
to be exactly the
That
same.
is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety
All right,
and
lady, you're
fear,
talking
without
too
the
much.
willpower to face your fear, the Magla with the world embroiled in chaos. These
Yeah, it
outbursts
it
of
was pretty
swollen
damn
magic
close, and I
may be
liked some of the
happening all across
mechanics.
our kingdom.
Tis the answer to everything.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so
Yeah,
chooses,
I need to play
he
through
could
that
turn
as well.
anyone
High Spirits
into a
has been
human
enjoying the shit
monster.
of that
Yet
out of
as
that
long
game
as you
too.
have the
You know,
strength
except
to
for
confront
speedrunning
your
it.
fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
It
But
is
if he
so
would
pretty
turn
though.
people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens,
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from, even if it meant
Yeah.
wielding a magic that twisted
I mean,
life
but,
into
like,
something
15's
terrible
really-
instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him, the malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
Oh shit, we gotta get Zorba. Just in case this is a long fucking fight. Actual.
What now?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely need to get a better no one else can be the prince. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Behold, I walk a royal path.
Definitely need a better sword than that, though. Good lord. Oh wait, I can use Gallica's? Oh. Yeah, dude, FF6 is really good.
But maybe... But...
Hey, go get some goddamn rest, Flo.
All right then.
I don't think I can talk to Moore yet.
Hello.
Alright, do I have 92,000 worth? Multi-target attack reduction skill?
Now then. 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 Now then.
I still think we're gonna end up short, unfortunately.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Hey. Just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big igniters are kinda useful though.
All right then. All right then.
What's going on here?
Well...
But I... It's okay.
Interesting.
But what is there to do now?
Why is that? Yeah. I'm sure that question will be answered later.
No.
Ready?
Oh, hey, Zorba.
Stop!
it was you behind the attack.
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, so I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. Who are you? Are you the prince or not?
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
I don't care. I'm sorry about the necromancer.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become...
Well, and so I shall return the prince and his
Oh, hey, I remember this thing.
I wondered why you...
Keep your guard up. The melancholy...
We've come too far to be...
Peril.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kind of feels like fate by now.
Why do you even have
time
armor,
for a new
Gallica?
fight.
What
Stay
are
on your
you
toes.
doing?
All right.
None of its skills can be transferred. Oh.
Better be sure. We'll do this together.
Extreme damage.
Coordination is key.
Jesus.
I shall fight. Give me your aid. Something else. I call upon royal power within. Take that! Not good.
Shield Art is legit one of the best attacks in the goddamn game.
God, you've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Let us fight as one. Perhaps not this. For all that we strive for. Permission shield.
My thanks.
I am grateful.
I wolf charging in.
Prince. Here I go.
That helped.
I owe you.
I'm obliged.
Hey, there we go.
No holding back. You'll be dust.
Dark Knight. I'll destroy you.
Come forth, royal soul.
Show them our might.
You hit their weakness.
Even
That's
my
your opening,
strong
Captain.
souls of kings give me strength.
I call upon royal power within. After me.
Oh my god. Decrease attack for 3 turns?
Observe the
Holy shit. Oh, that is miserable. I love it.
Thank you.
Quick, knock them off again.
Let's work together.
potent mage!
Sharpen! I'm sorry, everyone.
Swordmaster! The path is this!
For all that we strive for! I will protect you!
Helpful as ever.
I am grateful.
By this power. The blade's edge! Alright, how's that?
It's regenerating the headwind. Here comes another round of wind attacks. Nice dodge.
Get
You've got
fucked.
some fancy footwork, Scroll.
I pray you're ready. Let us combine our powers. I shall rethink. Mage! Let all be dispersed.
Let's do this!
Let my power
Nice crit.
I crush you!
Let's go. We'll do this together.
Go!
You hit their weakness.
Ancient
That's your
mage.
opening, Captain. Blow away.
I shall vanquish evil. Oh, tougher than I thought.
Oh.
More arrows? Quick, knock them off again. You got one. Nice one, Captain.
Let justice prevail!
I owe you.
That was helpful.
Let's work together.
Hold nothing back!
I can do this. I must
That helped.
do something.
Helpful as ever.
Plus need it.
Ah, I should have
No
winded
holding
with her.
back.
Let's do this.
Observe the enemy. Oh, power of heroes! I'll... Yes! Success!
What a shame.
Lend me your strength.
Let's go. I shall do my best.
Jesus.
Here I go. No, not take my fullest power.
It. Pit, they die hard.
Oh, man.
Here comes another round of wind attacks. Legs are back to normal. Ugh! Just taking them out.
That's kind of rude.
Shield! We've got to do something about those apples. Is that all?
Allies, together! Not this skip. With blade in hand! I will protect you!
I owe you.
I am grateful.
I'm all prepared.
Show them our might!
You hit their weakness.
Here I go.
That's your opening, Captain.
Let all be dispersed.
Come, let's get on with it.
You can do this.
Tougher than I thought.
Is everyone alright? Let justice prevail!
Healing heart. That helps. Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
Oh, I see. Now we're just spamming turns
Quick,
and
knock them
healing
off
every
again.
turn. Oh, okay. Okay, very neat trick.
Please.
Sidestepped it. She's
Nice
doing
dodge.
Great. Let me handle the. All right.
Holy shit, Gallica
Help
did
anymore.
something.
Don't waste your chance. Get in
Come
there.
forth, royal soul.
Tis yours.
How's that?
I pray you're ready. Help me finish this.
I shall vanquish evil. Give me your aid.
It's up to you.
You see that?
For all that we strive for!
Regenerating the headwind. Here comes another round of wind attacks. Legs are back to normal. Ugh!
Ooh. Big dodge there.
Maybe not. Let's work together.
Show them our light. You hit their weakness.
You take away
That's your mistake, Captain. Blow away, yeah. You hit
Let's
their
make an end of it.
You can do this.
right on target.
Nice crit.
Let justice prevail. Shut up.
I win. Get Hex, Zorba, nerd.
To ever greater heights.
I feel stronger.
I shall rise.
I am most certainly stronger than I was.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind.
I'd hoped as
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
According to
Still, what's our
Keikaku.
next move? The people think you a monster. Will
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be.
In his own words, huh?
Right.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name.
We fight him together.
Yes, but
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him. Right?
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well,
you. Your mother. She loved your father, but listen well. Once, after all, an old crone like me can't. The world's fate is in your hands. Please.
Thank you. And for everything.
Our final battle. Yes, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken.
Oh man, I get to crank it tomorrow.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that,
Damn.
you make me blush.
My man's smooth as creamy peanut butter over here.
the mist, your tempered bond by the grace.
Yay. Full
We've got
up.
the path to tomorrow in
Elemental
front of us,
Master
and I'm
and
gonna lead
Warlock.
the way.
Wow.
When things get tough, remember this magic. By the way, the chiefess told me something. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. The part we're reading today is...
Oh shit, am I like actually heading towards the end of the game?
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will to maintain justice in this world. There are innumerable obstacles to overcome, yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions. So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village.
Okay.
Little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people... But we can't. You've got the power to change the world, and that's what I'm going to help you with.
Okay. I have faith in you. Yeah, what's up, Kappas? Oh, now we get to talk to more.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used. Even
We're gonna get like a whole 20 minutes of Rebirth tonight. Hope y'all are ready.
Theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate?
Yeah?
Not really sure.
Routing or
but
rerouting?
For me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to. And once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority
Yeah,
over
no,
people.
I get that. I've been trying to do everything I can with 15 and everything else with the whole house situation too.
That is
It's
what
been
it
a wild
truly
one,
means to
but
be a
I
hero.
almost made it out the other
And
side.
it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed.
Who? Yes. Who are you? You with this voice that.
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, move onward to thy fine.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Aww.
Okay, all our preparation.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final...
We can't give up. Of course. No way we...
About the new stuff. Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about...
Some coin would be
this
nice.
country and its people.
Tis the answer I hope.
Well...
All right.
This place here.
come.
Let's move.
You see?
Yeah.
All right, it's the 25th. Can I crank it?
After having their update.
Do I at least get time in the...
That Elden boy is
Yes,
nowhere
this
to be
game has been
found.
incredible.
Speaking of which, the voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. Why is this happening?
The public mind is the same as it's always
It's
been.
honestly really freaking.
It's always Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he...
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Batlin, what are you
Just a
doing
passing
here?
wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Listen, it's been that good though. Like legitimately. I've been very impressed with it.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you?
I mean, have you seen him? He's
I won't let it end
gorgeous.
like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain?
Rest assured.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other?
What are you trying to say? You think...
Oh, no, of course not.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news?
The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any
Damn,
chance Luis
Batlin,
orchestrated
really?
Oi, churchman.
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman?
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
I like
Boy,
Batlin,
what's
even
all
though
this
he's a
fuss
sneaky
about?
bastard.
Damn it! When Count Luis is...
Well, fair problem.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent.
Even then, everyone's on edge. No?
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand.
True!
If we don't find some common... Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one... What are we about to see?
Oh, you'll see. You know, this is really just kind of dragging on though. I would love to save
You and
so
the
I
other
can play some
titled
Rebirth.
The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system. Hand over the royal scepter. The game.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing.
Just an ordinary, broken old man.
Bro, I am only 34.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne.
This royal scepter, the royal... Why, someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single... Listen well, O king. Huh. In other words, if I took hold...
How didst thou...
How?
Thou wert elder.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visit... And yet... What...
Ah, so he's not Claymore. Interesting. Very interesting.
You cannot stop me any longer.
I have to go discipline a cat once this is over.
Snap, but there.
What the hell's...
Isn't that... Oi! Ah, that's why the sky's grown...
A more aggressive welcome than I expect.
It's useless. Words are
true.
His Royal Highness, Luis, distorted his... Oi, if that's really His Highness...
Cause he's an imposter!
Oi! And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Louis. Only thing
Damn,
traitors
bro.
deserve is a tight rope and a stiff...
Lady Judah, I can't believe this. I don't intend on dying with anyone.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the Mustari girl? You are great.
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters.
Yeah, because they got him riled up in a frenzy.
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them up.
This is bad.
Oi!
Hey, Barden.
Don't bother with them. No talking this one out.
Oh, thanks, Batlin. Good job, buddy.
We weren't away from the city that long.
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still linked.
No, that's...
I know. It's not true. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populous. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge.
So, at the core of it,
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birth. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent.
Then we're stuffed. He won't say...
Oh, that's all true then. This all said, in my humble opinion, now has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy.
We've been told Magla is born from...
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in.
Yes, let's. Can I please save my video game now?
All right, then.
All right. Looks like we are gonna save it here. Excellent. Let's do a little bit of Rebirth.
What now?
My only complaint with this game is that whenever I'm like, all right, I need to swap to something else, it's like, hey, how about 40 minutes of cutscenes? You look like you enjoy a good amount of cutscenes. How about 40 minutes? All right.